So NAD plus is used by the mitochondria to make energy. And so it stands to reason that if you sort of flood the body with this material that allows the mitochondria to have more of it available to them, it's going to make energy production a little easier, a little bit more efficient. And so there are a number of different supplements, NAD plus, NMN, many things that have nicotinamide, riboside, nicotinamide, dinucleotide. These are all sorts of precursors to NMN and NAD plus that help the mitochondria produce more energy. And these are some of the things that we can help to drive the mitochondria. And to just finish, to answer another question that was kind of asked in the chat. Generally speaking, we don't think necessarily that we are healing the mitochondria. I think that if you have mitochondria that are badly damaged because they're infected with a virus, the cell is infected with a virus that's leaching off of the mitochondria, or you have similarly damaged mitochondria just because of chronic inflammation, you kind of just got to wait for the cell to die in order for a new cell to take over that maybe is not as damaged. But in the meantime, what you can do is support that cell, that damaged cell, with these supplements, providing it with materials that can reduce the amount of toxicity around the cell, as well as enhancing the ability of the mitochondria to produce energy. And that's our goal. And the way that we measure the success or failure of our goal objectively in the core is using resting metabolic rate as a proxy for mitochondrial function overall in the body.
Yep. Also, glutathione is a pretty big master antioxidant. And so, taking glutathione might be helpful for some people with mitochondrial issues or persistent infection. There's protocols that use it. The only thing to consider is that glutathione, there's actually a specific enzyme that breaks glutathione down in the gut. So if you take certain formulations, it will just digest them. So you have to make sure that the formulation has a coating, at least, that protects it when you take it, or there's some liposomal forms or other forms, including the patches, like David mentioned. There's some groups that make, because David mentioned there's a patch, which is a way that we can give some patients the NAD+. Sometimes there's also glutathione patch, which isn't the worst idea because it circumvents the gut and thus the potential breakdown of the compound that we're trying to get into the rest of the body, right? So that's a consideration.